Whenever you are entering an agreement of sale, incorporate clauses in such a way that both parties should be able to come out of the agreement without any trouble of court or without any suffering of the court. In order not to suffer from a suit of specific performance of agreement of sale, you have to take the precautions which are, if you consult any lawyer, you will get all those precautions. Today what I am going to share is, whenever you are entering an agreement of sale, imagine the seller is not coming for the registration of the property. What is the remedy that is available to the purchaser is to compel the seller to come to sub-registrar office. If the purchaser goes to court and asks for the mandatory injunction, listen carefully. Mandatory injunction means injunction means order. An order from the court compelling the seller to come to sub-registrar office to register without asking any relief for specific performance of agreement of sale, your suit will be dismissed. So, in order to ask for a mandatory injunction, which is not necessary in a specific performance of agreement of sale, because the consequence of allowing the specific performance suit is nothing but compelling the seller to come to sub-registrar office to register your property. Once you get a decree of specific performance of agreement of sale, when you try to execute that decree, when you try to implement that decree, court will order the seller to come to registrar office to register the property. If the seller fails to come forward to register the property, court will come forward and register the property. Of course, the balance sale consideration must be paid in the court. So therefore, there is no need for you to ask for mandatory injunction to compel the seller to come to court to register the property. It is sufficient if you ask for the relief of specific performance of agreement of sale. So this is important while filing a suit for specific performance. So why I am stressing on this point is, for filing suit for specific performance of agreement of sale, you have to pay the stamp duty for the entire amount. Suppose you are buying a property worth 1 crore and you paid an advance of 25 lakhs. You have to pay the stamp duty on the entire 1 crore to the court, which will be around 1 to 2% depending upon your state. But for mandatory injunction, you don't need to pay that much of amount. If it is a 1 crore property, if you file a specific performance suit, it will be 1 to 2 lakhs as the court fee. But if you ask for a mandatory injunction, it will be less than 10,000. But you are asking a wrong relief. The point what I am trying to say is, when you ask a wrong relief to save the court fee, don't think court is an idiot. Court is very intelligent and court is very smart. So court will dismiss the suit. So whatever the relief that is to be asked correctly must be asked by paying a proper court fee if you have a proper case. So therefore, whenever the seller defaults and you are ready for the registration, you are ready with the money, you are coming forward for registering the property by paying the balance amount as per the agreement of sale, do not file suit for mandatory injunction compelling the seller to come forward to register the property. File a suit for specific performance of agreement of sale. Don't look at the court fee, look at the relief, look at the procedure. Don't try to be smart with court. Okay, thank you. Thanks for watching. If you have any doubts, kindly comment.